Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna try and make a Wii project. So we have these things we get candles in. So we have these things. Had a scented candle in it, and it's got this nice tinted blue glass to it. So I thought after we finished using it as a candle, I can clean the wax out and make a little LED lamp out of it. Um, Obviously, it's not actually blue. It's not actually blue glass. It's clear glass, but they've got this like I don't know, like foil over it, some sort of weird tinting stuff. But this is where the label was, and you can only, as long as that's facing away, it won't really matter. But the idea here is to have the LED, like have a button in the lid here, and just have the LED hanging from there with the battery. So that's that. There's not many components to this. Like I say, the battery that would just go on the lid here. There's a few things I need to find out about this lid before that will work. I'll explain those in a minute. The battery holder for the battery, and obviously the battery to go with it, and the LED. So maybe a little bit of wire as well. I have these little offcuts that I can use if I need to, just extend it a little bit. But the idea here is that the button will be in the lid. Okay, yeah, one of the challenges about that is I tested with my multimeter and this doesn't conduct, but it's got a coating on it. So I'm wondering that when I poke holes through this, is the actual whatever's made of conductive as well? If it is, then I can't just make holes and put that in there. I'll have to cut a square, put this in the square, and then super glue it or something. Don't really fancy doing that, but hopefully I can just bung it in there with the pins, and then just, yeah, keep it simple, hopefully. So yeah, the idea here is that, so this is the positive, so we'll take one side of this button and solder it to that after it's in there. So that will be there, the pin's coming out here, so this will be soldered to that somewhere, more likely like that, and in a way that you can actually, it's quite difficult actually, get the battery in and out. And then this will be soldered between, so that's positive, negative, so it'll probably be soldered like that somewhere. So if that positive pin is connected to the button, the positive bit of this LED will be soldered to the button as well on the other end, and that will be soldered there, and it will just hang there, and that will hang in the glass like this. So let me just do it. So ultimately, the effect would be like that. It doesn't look very good in the light, but in the dark, it's a nice little ambient light. That's all it needs to be. So, first challenge I think will be getting the holes into this lid. I'm thinking of I'll just use some small nails and a hammer. I might get a bit of wood to put under that, and hopefully that works. I'll go get my hammer. Right, as you can see, I got my hammer, and I got these bits of card. These are just to, oh, it's not really enough, is it? I'm going to place them under the lid to stop it bending, but I'll just do it that way. And here's my nail. So I've got to space these. I haven't got a pen or anything, so I'm just going to see if I can make a mark with it here without bending anything. Have it off to the side a little. Yeah, that made some little marks. I'm going to hammer that in, and I've lost the marks. There we are. There we go. Right. There we go, we've got 3 holes. That'll do the job. With a bit of persuasion, this will fit in there. Okay, with a lot of persuasion, that will fit in there. As you can see. Right. What I do want to do, quickly, is just test that you know, that metal isn't conductive. So we'll put this to continuity and we'll give that a quick looking at. Okay, it is conductive. Well, that means I've got to cut that out, which isn't really what I wanted to do. How can I cut that out? Some pliers. I can jam some pliers in there. No, it's not going to work, is it? Get a knife. Get a knife. Alright. Give me a second while I go get a knife. Alright, got a knife. So, don't put your hand on the other side of the knife. That would be stupid. Okay, so after that little mishap with the knife, I managed to get a really dodgy looking hole in there and get the button in place. I've put some super glue around it, which I actually don't recommend because the second I put solder on that, that's going to turn into, what, cyanide gas? So that was stupid. I'm not going to worry too much about that because hopefully that part of it won't get heated up. So we shall see. Yeah, soldering this is going to be yeah, that'll do. Right, so I've got this double back tape I was going to try and use to stick that so it's actually removable, because getting these batteries in and out the way it is just not easy. So I'm going to make it so it can come in and out, and I might put that in last. But what I'm thinking is using some wire and making the connection quite loose so I can actually lift that out and just tape it back. So that's going to be my task at the moment. Actually, let me plug my soldering iron in. There we go. Right, so I'm going to cut off a bit of this. I don't want too much. Okay, probably about half of that will do the job. Yeah, because I still want the LED soldered to this, like that. So that will be, the positive side will be the bit taped down, and this will be soldered onto there. So I might do that now. I might do that first. Get that onto that. Okay, actually that's pretty easy because I can bend it even after I've soldered it, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but that's going to be difficult to do by itself. Let's have a look. See what we can do here. So it needs to be soldered that bit. And it's not going to sit still, is it? Honestly, you need those helping hand thingies. Oh god, I need to get one. Because most of the time when you're soldering, you need 3 pairs of hands. Just need a soldering iron and some solder. And that just retracted itself into the thing. Great. There we go. Right. Not quite hot enough yet. Oh, maybe it is. Right. Okay, that's mostly soldered on there. Soldering onto a PCB is a lot easier than soldering a loose joint like that. But yeah, it's going to be like that. So let's just bend this because we want that hanging down. And then, careful, we want. Actually, I think I'll put that on the wire as well. So let's split this in half, roughly. Get my strippers. Yeah, so we take the ends off here. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And let's try and do this half sensibly here. Get that on there. Let's try and tie it around there. That might work a little better. Right, there we go. Probably easily solder that now. There we go. That's looking better. So I wasn't blowing the solder out there, I was trying to blow the insulation cable out. Looked like it was on fire. Right, there we go. Now we need to do the same thing for this. There we go, that looks good. Yeah, that's better. Right. So now it's a matter of putting all that together. Actually, let me just test the connection here. So we put the LED in and just, yeah, it works well. Right, now we need to put these into here. Now I think the middle one is positive, so we'll put a little hook in here, like so. This seems to be the best method so far. And do the same on the other one, but we won't do this one yet. There we go. Right, so positive. Put that on the middle rail. Jeez. Right, there we go. So we can just squeeze that closed. That might make it a bit easier. So I'm doing everything out of camera here. Right, there we go. Let's keep that out of the way for now. And I'm going to put this down a bit because it's sort of in my way. I can move this all over. There you go. Right. I can only vaguely see what I'm doing down there. What the hell with it? Okay, it's sort of settled on top of the pin there. There we go, got it. Right. Way too much water in my sponge. Okie dokie. So, I'm not sure which. Actually, we can put the battery in again. I'm going to test which one of these is the up position of the button and which of them is the down position of the button. Unless they're... I'm pretty sure one of them is off and one of them is on. Oh, neither of them seem to be working. Okay, that one's the... Okay, that's weird. Are they complete? I didn't know they were completely separate terminals. I did not know they were completely separate, so... Yeah, I want this one here. I may try and do it from around there, like... Unfortunately, it's very close to the other terminal that's there, so it's not very... I thought it'd be on the opposite side, but it's not. Which is rather annoying. Let's try and do this now without touching the other terminal. Right, okay, we'll get back on there. Right, I want it like that, but there you go. Squeeze it like so. Right, let's try and get that on. As few issues as possible. That looked good. Right, okay, now it's just a matter of taping down the battery holder. So, where's my scissors? I haven't got any scissors. Let's try and... So unprepared for this. Right, let's try and cut it with some pliers. There we go. Right, okay. So, I'm going to just stick this to the back of this, like so, and take the backing off. And that should just, want to tape that down in the middle ideally. Yeah, we can fiddle with the cables a bit. Because the cables, they're solid core cables, so they're a bit solid. Right, okay, cool. Now, we can put that on there. And turn the lights off. Outdoor lights still on, but let me close the curtains. There we go, nice and dark. And there's our lamp. Very nice as a little ambient thing. Quite happy with that, even though it was it really wasn't the best way you could build one of these ever. But it works nicely. I might seal up the button a bit better. But otherwise, really happy with that. It's really nice. I might also put some aluminium foil at the bottom to reflect the light up back out into the side of the glass. Because at the moment, I'm sure a lot of it is just going out the bottom, getting absorbed by whatever's underneath. But yeah, it was a bit difficult, but otherwise successful. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.